Well, here it is, Saturday. I think this is January 3rd, 2026. Been working on this SBE linear amplifier 2, and I wasn't getting any bias on the finals. Finals on the output tube. So these tubes are running at maximum current draw and sucking down the plate supply. So yeah, when you have a linear amplifier or a tube-based amplifier, there has to be negative bias on the grid. And if that's not there, your tubes are probably going to conduct. I don't know if they'll go maximum, but they'll conduct. So that's going to bring your plate supply down fast. Might blow a fuse. It'll definitely ruin your tubes. So at any rate, I did put some 8 microfarad capacitors in here, which is what it takes. I'm not sure they're even bad, but you know, this thing is what, 60 years old or something. 1960 to 2000s, 40 years, 60 years. Yeah, it's 65, 70 years old. So yeah, I did replace these capacitors with 8 microfarads, and that I thought was going to solve my bias problem. So I couldn't measure any bias here on this potentiometer. On the wiper, which is the middle, I couldn't measure anything. Now, the astute eye will see that they have this thick plate mounted on here, and lo and behold, the middle wiper was touching that. So I got, as you can see, I put an additional washer in there to raise the pot off of the chassis. But with these amateur radios, they're kind of, you know, slapped together. From what I heard was Carl, who was, no, not Carl, but I guess this was made at Raytheon, so it in San Francisco. So this thing would have had more due care and attention than most radios of ham radio grade. But yeah, that was touching. So I got that off of there. So this green wire that comes off the center, there's a green wire off the wiper. That thing snakes through here. It ends up right here. And then this is for the bias, so then it goes in through here, through this striped wire here, and it ends up with a resistor right here. So you can see a little resistor right there. Looks like a 3300, 3.3K. Then that goes out to this green wire, and then it goes to all the grids or the tubes. So that's how that works. Little capacitor there. So I thought maybe that was grounded or bad, but these don't go bad usually, and it wasn't bad. So anyway, I figured out this section was fine, and I thought, wait a minute, there's something stupid going on here. And sure enough, it seems like there's always something stupid going on, just bad assembly. So in this case, yeah, it was probably that way for years, and then it just touched. So yeah, I kept thinking this stuff is some kind of phenolic. I kept thinking this is not metal because the rest of this thing, like this capacitor bank down here, uses not metal stuff. It's about that thick. So I assumed, oh, it's not, this is an insulator, but it's not. So yeah, moving that thing out helped it. So anyway, what's the net? Net is I'm getting decent bias now. Let me see if I can show you here. So I'm connected up. So yeah, so if I go here to this middle wiper here, meter is on volts, so there's a little bit of voltage in there still. I'm always unplugging this thing because I don't want to get shocked. So I'm always unplugging these amplifiers when I work on them. I'm not very trusting of myself. I'm not being stupid. There's my ugly feet. Excuse them. Okay. And plug this thing back in. Yeah, I'm always in shorts, even though it's winter time. Here, I'm in Texas, and I'm always in shorts. All right, so if I turn this thing on now, you'll see it'll go up to a fairly high voltage. So we're running at about 154 volts bias now, and that is probably as high as it goes. And that basically is because there's no load on the wiper. So if I turn the wiper around now, and I have it at max right now, but if you crank this thing, you're not going to see any change because they hold it at max bias. And then if you close this relay here, you'll see it'll go down. And that way then you can now turn this control. And now this control will have control. It'll have an effect. So if I turn this down, say, and now press this relay, you'll see the bias will sink down. Whoa, and I heard the tubes go click, 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 so they didn't like that. So anyway, yeah, that's how to set the bias in this thing. I'm just going to turn it all the way up. So clockwise is full bias. You might want to note on here that clockwise is full bias in the back of it, although people that are collectors don't like you writing on things. So, yeah. That's the wrong way. Let's go this way. There we go. Okay, that'll hold me at 102 volts when it's keyed, and that's what I want to start off high and go low. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.